Hi, everybody. Coach Jim once again from Atlas. Today, we're going to look at part 2 of our Reducing Blood Pressure Naturally series. At the beginning, part 1, I talked about the importance of, number 1, reducing excess body weight and waist circumference. And we talked about the importance of good hydration. Number 3 to talk about today is going to be limiting sodium, caffeine, and alcohol intake. Excess sodium is a big problem in our country, and we want to try to limit salt or sodium intake to no more than 2,000 milligrams per day, which is the equivalent of 1 teaspoon. So we want to try to keep that sodium salt intake to 1 teaspoon or less total sodium in a day. Next, caffeine. You know, caffeine has a lot of, coffee and tea have natural antioxidants in them. So they're a fairly healthy beverage, but we don't want to get too much caffeine because that has a way of increasing blood pressure. Try to maintain your caffeine intake to no more than 300 milligrams per day, which is the equivalent of 4 cups of coffee or black tea. Next, alcohol. Excess alcohol has a huge increasing effect on blood pressure. So we want to try to limit alcohol intake to no more than 1 drink per day for females and 2 drinks per day for males. Alcohol equivalents are going to be 1 ounce of like 80 proof liquor, 6 ounces of 12% wine, or 12 ounces of 5% beer or ale. Number 4, we want to try to manage stress throughout our day. Stress is known to increase blood pressure, especially that first number, what they call systolic blood pressure, the higher of the 2 numbers. Stress really affects that. Recommend that you learn simple practices for de-stressing, such as deep breathing techniques or meditation relaxation techniques. There are out online, there are some great simple tutorials in deep breathing as well as meditation. Number 5. There are a number of different foods that are shown to lower blood pressure naturally. Some of these include beets, sweet potatoes, baked chicken, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, white beans, quinoa, garlic, especially crushed fresh garlic, kale, which is a dark green leafy vegetable. A lot of people are excited to hear that dark chocolate has a lowering effect on blood pressure. Cinnamon, fermented foods like yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, kombucha, and raw apple cider vinegar. These fermented foods are known to decrease blood pressure. Also healthy oils like olive oil, flax, grapeseed, fish oil, safflower, and sesame and coconut oil. Low-fat milk, skim milk, bananas, and watermelon. These are a few of the top foods that have been shown in various studies to decrease blood pressure. Finally, let's talk a little bit about supplements. There are a number of over-the-counter supplements that are associated with reducing blood pressure. We won't go over these individually, but I will recommend as you study some of these, be very careful and review these very carefully. Some of these are definitely effective, some are not effective, and some can be actually harmful. So be very careful, review these products with your doctor or with your pharmacist. Make sure that they're going to be effective and safe for you. Thank you for joining this series on reducing blood pressure naturally, and stay well, everybody.